Hello everyone. This audiobook contains master words with meaning, examples, synonym and antonym. Podium. A podium is a raised platform or stage that a speaker, performer, or presenter stands on to be seen by an audience. It's often used as a symbol of authority, importance, or prominence. Examples. 1. The speaker confidently addressed the crowd from the podium, capturing their attention with powerful words. 2. The gold medalist proudly stood atop the podium, representing their country and achievement at the international competition. Synonyms for podium. 1. Platform. 2. Stage. 3. Dais. 4. Rostrum. 5. Pulpit. Antonyms for podium. 1. Floor. 2. Ground. 3. Basement. 4. Pit. 5. Underneath. Poignancy. Poignancy refers to a quality or feeling of deep emotional or intellectual impact, often evoking a sense of sadness, nostalgia, or bittersweetness. It's the ability of something, such as a moment, memory, or work of art, to deeply touch and move a person. Examples. 1. The poignancy of the old photograph brought tears to her eyes as she remembered the happy times that had passed. 2. The film's ending had a powerful poignancy that left the audience reflecting on the themes of love and loss. Synonyms for poignancy. 1. Emotion. 2. Intensity. 3. Pathos. 4. Impact. 5. Depth. Antonyms for poignancy. 1. Insensitivity. 2. Indifference. 3. Apathy. 4. Emptiness. 5. Superficiality. Polarize. Polarize means to cause a division or sharp contrast between two opposing groups, opinions, or positions. It often leads to the creation of distinct and opposing viewpoints. Examples. 1. The controversial speech had the unintended consequence of polarizing the audience, with some vehemently supporting the speaker's views and others vehemently opposing them. 2. The political issue became increasingly polarized as people aligned themselves with one of two extreme positions, leaving little room for middle ground. Synonyms for polarize. 1. Divide. 2. Split. 3. Segregate. 4. Fragment. 5. Oppose. Antonyms for polarize. 1. Unite. 2. Bridge. 3. Harmonize. 4. Reconcile. 5. Moderate. Polemical. Polemical is an adjective that describes something that is characterized by strong, aggressive, and often controversial arguments or debates. It's used to refer to discussions, writings, or speeches that involve a strong expression of opinions in order to persuade or refute an opposing viewpoint. Examples. 1. The article presented a polemical analysis of the government's economic policies, criticizing their impact on marginalized communities. 2. The debate turned polemical as both candidates passionately argued their positions on the environmental regulations. Synonyms for polemical. 1. Controversial. 2. Argumentative. 3. Combative. 4. Disputatious. 5. Contentious. Antonyms for polemical. 1. Conciliatory. 2. Neutral. 3. Objective. 4. Civil. 5. Diplomatic. Politic. Politic is an adjective that describes someone or something that is prudent, shrewd, or strategic in making decisions, especially with regards to avoiding controversy, promoting one's interests, or achieving a specific goal. Examples: 1. It was quite politic of her to avoid discussing the controversial topic during the family gathering to prevent any unnecessary arguments. 2. The company's CEO made a series of politic decisions that helped improve the company's financial stability and reputation. Synonyms for politic: 1. Prudent. 2. Shrewd. 3. Strategic. 4. Diplomatic. 5. Tactful. Antonyms for politic: 1. Impulsive. 2. Injudicious. 3. Unwise. 4. Rash. 5. Careless. Polygamist. A polygamist is an individual who practices polygamy, which is the act of having multiple spouses concurrently. Polygamy can take various forms, including polyandry, having multiple husbands, and polygyny, having multiple wives. Examples: 1. In certain cultures, a man can be a polygamist and have multiple wives as part of his religious beliefs. 2. The historical figure was known as a polygamist, having several wives and a large family. Synonyms for polygamist: 1. Polygamist practitioner. 2. Multiple spouse adherent. 3. Plural spouse participant. 4. Polygynist, for a man with multiple wives. 5. Polyandrist, for a woman with multiple husbands. Antonyms for polygamist: 1. Monogamist, one who practices monogamy, having only one spouse. 2. Single, unmarried individual. 3. Bachelor, unmarried man. 4. Spinster, unmarried woman. 5. Celibate, one who abstains from marriage and sexual relations. Polyglot. Polyglot is an adjective that describes someone who is proficient in or able to speak several different languages. It can also refer to a community or group of people who speak multiple languages. Examples: 1. Growing up in a diverse neighborhood, she became a true polyglot, fluent in 5 different languages. 2. The international conference brought together a polyglot group of delegates, allowing for seamless communication across various languages. Synonyms for polyglot: 1. Multilingual. 2. Linguist. 3. Multilingual speaker. 4. Bilingual. 5. Multilingualist. Antonyms for polyglot: 1. Monolingual, speaking only one language. 2. Unilingual. 3. Non-linguist. 4. Monoglot. 5. Monolinguist. Pomposity. Pomposity is a noun that refers to an excessive display of self-importance, arrogance, or showiness in speech, behavior, or mannerisms. It's often associated with a pretentious or inflated sense of one's own importance. Examples: 1. The politician's constant use of grandiose language and self-praise revealed his pomposity and lack of genuine humility. 2. Her exaggerated gestures and overbearing tone conveyed a sense of pomposity that made it difficult for others to relate to her. Synonyms for pomposity: 1. Arrogance. 2. Pretentiousness. 3. Haughtiness. 4. Conceit. 5. Vanity. Antonyms for pomposity: 1. Modesty. 2. Humility. 3. Simplicity. 4. Sincerity. 5. Naturalness. Ponderous. Ponderous is an adjective that describes something that is heavy, slow, and often awkward or laborious in movement or manner. It can also refer to something that is dull, boring, or lacking in liveliness. Examples: 1. The elephant moved with a ponderous grace as it made its way through the jungle. 2. The professor's lecture was so full of technical jargon that it became quite ponderous for the students to follow. Synonyms for ponderous. 1. Heavy. 2. Cumbersome. 3. Slow. 4. Weighty. 5. Labored. Antonyms for ponderous. 1. Light. 2. Agile. 3. Lively. 4. Quick. 5. Energetic. Pontifical. Pontifical is an adjective that can have a couple of related meanings. 1. It can describe something that is related to or characteristic of a pope or bishop, especially in terms of their authority and ceremonial manner. 2. It can also refer to someone who is pompous, pretentious, or acting in an arrogant and self-important manner. Examples. 1. The pontifical blessing was bestowed upon the congregation by the visiting bishop during the special church ceremony. 2. His pontifical attitude during the meeting alienated his colleagues and made it difficult for productive discussions to take place. Synonyms for pontifical, related to the pope or bishop. 1. Ecclesiastical. 2. Papal. 3. Episcopal. 4. Hierarchical. 5. Clerical. Synonyms for pontifical, arrogant or pretentious. 1. Pompous. 2. Pretentious. 3. Haughty. 4. Arrogant. 5. Condescending. Antonyms for pontifical, related to the pope or bishop. 1. Lay. 2. Secular. 3. Non-religious. 4. Common. 5. Ordinary. Antonyms for pontifical, arrogant or pretentious. 1. Humble. 2. Modest. 3. Sincere. 4. Genuine. 5. Unassuming. Poor. Poor has a few different meanings depending on the context. 1. As a noun, a pore is a tiny opening or hole, usually found on the surface of a living organism, such as the pores on the skin. 2. As a verb, pore means to study, examine, or focus closely and attentively on something. Examples. 1. The skincare product claimed to cleanse the skin by clearing out the pores and preventing acne. 2. She would often pore over her textbooks for hours in preparation for the upcoming exam. Synonyms for pore, as a noun, meaning an opening. 1. Hole. 2. Aperture. 3. Opening. 4. Vent. 5. Orifice. Synonyms for pore, as a verb, meaning to study closely. 1. Study. 2. Examine. 3. Scrutinize. 4. Analyze. 5. Concentrate. Antonyms for pore, as a noun, meaning an opening. 1. Closure. 2. Seal. 3. Blockage. 4. Obstruction. 5. Barrier. Antonyms for pore, as a verb, meaning to study closely. 1. Skim. 2. Glance. 3. Overlook. 4. Neglect. 5. Disregard. Porous. Porous is an adjective that describes something that has small openings or spaces through which liquids, gases, or substances can pass. A porous material allows fluids or air to pass through it, making it permeable. Examples. 1. The sponge is highly porous, allowing it to absorb and hold a significant amount of liquid. 2. The soil in the garden is so porous that it drains quickly after heavy rainfall. Synonyms for porous. 1. Permeable. 2. Penetrable 3. Absorbent 4. Open 5. Breathable. Antonyms for porous. 1. Impermeable 2. Non-porous 3. Solid 4. Seal 5. Impenetrable. Portend. Portend is a verb that means to be a sign or indication of a future event, especially one that is considered to be significant or potentially ominous. It often involves predicting or foreshadowing something that is yet to happen. Examples. 1. The dark clouds and thunder in the distance seem to portend an approaching storm. 2. The sudden drop in the stock market portended economic uncertainty in the coming months. Synonyms for portend. 1. Foreshadow 2. Predict 3. Foretell 4. Presage 5. Augur. Antonyms for portend. 1. Dismiss 2. Ignore 3. Neglect. 4. Overlook 5. Postpone. Portent. Portent is a noun that refers to a sign, event, or occurrence that is considered to be an omen or forewarning of something significant, often with an element of mystery or awe. It's often seen as a symbol of things to come. Examples. 1. The sudden appearance of a shooting star was seen as a portent of good luck by the superstitious villagers. 2. The eerie silence that fell over the forest seemed like a portent of an impending storm. Synonyms for portent. 1. Omen 2. Sign 3. Augury 4. Harbinger 5. Presage. Antonyms for portent. 1. Triviality 2. Insignificant 3. Normality 4. Unremarkable 5. Irrelevance. Portly. Portly is an adjective used to describe a person, usually a man, who is stout, heavy, or somewhat overweight in a dignified or impressive way. It often carries a connotation of a well-fed or well-built appearance. Examples. 1. The portly gentleman walked into the room with an air of confidence, his well-tailored suit emphasizing his imposing stature. 2. The innkeeper, with his portly figure, was known for his hearty laugh and warm hospitality. Synonyms for portly. 1. Stout 2. Heavy-set 3. Rotund 4. Corpulent 5. Plump. Antonyms for portly. 1. Thin 2. Lean 3. Slender 4. Svelte 5. Gaunt. Poser. Poser is a noun that refers to a person who adopts a false identity, attitude, or behavior in order to impress or deceive others. A poser often seeks attention or recognition by pretending to be something they are not. Examples. 1. He was considered a poser at the party, constantly name-dropping and pretending to have more wealth and connections than he actually did. 2. Her constant use of esoteric vocabulary was seen as a way to appear intellectual, but many considered her to be a poser rather than a true scholar. Synonyms for poser. 1. Pretender 2. Impostor 3. Charlatan 4. Faker 5. Fraud. Antonyms for poser. 1. Authentic 2. Genuine 3. Sincere 4. Honest 5. Natural. Posterity. Posterity refers to all future generations, the descendants or people who will come after the current generation. It encompasses the idea of what will happen to one's legacy and influence in the future. Examples. 1. The decisions we make today will impact the world we leave behind for posterity. 2. The artist's work was intended to be a gift to posterity, ensuring that their creativity and vision would be appreciated by generations to come. Synonyms for posterity. 1. Descendants. 2. Offspring. 3. Successors. 4. Future generations. 5. Heirs. Antonyms for posterity. 1. Ancestors. 2. Predecessors. 3. Past generations. 4. Ancestry. 5. Forebears. Posthumous. Posthumous is an adjective used to describe something that occurs, exists, or is published after the death of the person to whom it relates, especially in relation to honors, awards, works, or events. Examples. 1. The artist's fame grew posthumously, as his masterpieces gained recognition and appreciation long after his passing. 2. The author's final manuscript was published posthumously, allowing readers to experience her last work. Synonyms for posthumous. 1. After death. 2. Disease. 3. Postmortem. 4. Belated. 5. Post-obit. Antonyms for posthumous. 1. Preceding. 2. Antecedent. 3. Living. 4. Contemporary. 5. Current. Postulate. As a noun, a postulate is a statement or proposition that is assumed to be true without proof as a basis for further reasoning. As a verb, postulate means to suggest or assume something as a basis for an argument or theory. Examples. 1. One of the postulates of modern physics is the theory of relativity, which has been foundational in understanding the universe. 2. The scientist postulated that the new drug could potentially have significant side effects based on the preliminary data. Synonyms for postulate, as a noun, meaning a statement assumed to be true. 1. Assumption. 2. Hypothesis. 3. Premise. 4. Proposition. 5. Axiom. Synonyms for postulate, as a verb, meaning to suggest or assume. 1. Propose. 2. Posit. 3. Presume. 4. Hypothesize. 5. Advance. Antonyms for postulate, as a noun, meaning a statement assumed to be true. 1. Fact. 2. Reality. 3. Evidence. 4. Truth. 5. Certainty. Antonyms for postulate, as a verb, meaning to suggest or assume. 1. Refute. 2. Disprove. 3. Reject. 4. Disregard. 5. Neglect. Potable. Potable is an adjective used to describe something that is safe and suitable for drinking, usually referring to liquids, especially water. Examples. 1. The hikers were relieved to find a clear stream with potable water after hours of walking in the wilderness. 2. In some regions, water from the tap is not potable, and people need to rely on bottled water for drinking. Synonyms for potable. 1. Drinkable. 2. Pure. 3. Clean. 4. Safe to drink. 5. Wholesome. Antonyms for potable. 1. Undrinkable. 2. Contaminated. 3. Impure. 4. Unsafe to drink. 5. Polluted. Potent. Potent is an adjective that describes something with great power, influence, or effectiveness. It can refer to physical strength, influence, or effectiveness in various contexts. Examples. 1. The medicine proved to be potent in relieving the patient's pain within minutes of taking it. 2. The powerful speech delivered by the activist had a potent impact on the audience, inspiring them to take action. Synonyms for potent. 1. Powerful. 2. Strong. 3. Effective. 4. Influential. 5. Mighty. Antonyms for potent. 1. Weak. 2. Ineffective. 3. Feeble. 4. Impotent. 5. Insignificant. Potentate. A potentate is a noun that refers to a person who holds great power, authority, and control, especially in a high-ranking position such as a ruler, monarch, or dictator. It often implies a ruler with significant influence and dominion over a region or territory. Examples. 1. The ancient city-state was ruled by a powerful potentate who had absolute control over the affairs of the realm. 2. The diplomatic negotiations aimed to secure peace between the two nations, with the potentates of each country playing a crucial role in the process. Synonyms for potentate. 1. Ruler. 2. Monarch. 3. Sovereign. 4. Leader. 5. Dictator. Antonyms for potentate. 1. Subject. 2. Citizen. 3. Commoner. 4. Peasant. 5. Servant. Potential. Potential is a noun that refers to the inherent capacity or ability that someone or something possesses to develop, achieve, or succeed in the future. It represents the possibility of growth, improvement, or accomplishment. Examples. 1. The young athlete showed great potential in his early years, and with consistent training, he became a world-class competitor. 2. The company's innovative product had the potential to revolutionize the industry, attracting the attention of investors. Synonyms for potential. 1. Capability. 2. Capacity. 3. Talent. 4. Promise. 5. Aptitude. Antonyms for potential. 1. Limitation. 2. Incapability. 3. Incompetence. 4. Weakness. 5. Deficiency. Potion. A potion is a liquid mixture, often with medicinal, magical, or mystical properties. Potions can be made from various ingredients and are often used in folklore, fantasy, and traditional practices. Examples. 1. The witch brewed a potion using rare herbs and enchanted crystals to heal the ailments of the villagers. 2. In the fairy tale, the protagonist drinks a potion that transforms them into a different form, leading to a series of adventures. Synonyms for potion. 1. Elixir. 2. Brew. 3. Concoction. 4. Draught. 5. Tincture. Antonyms for potion. Since potion is a specific concept, there aren't direct antonyms. However, here are some contrasting terms. 1. Solid. 2. Food. 3. Dry. 4. Substance. 5. Solidarity. Practicable. Practicable is an adjective that describes something that is capable of being put into practice, carried out, or accomplished. It refers to something that is feasible, workable, and achievable. Examples. 1. The proposed solution to the problem was not only effective but also practicable within the given budget constraints. 2. The team came up with a practicable plan to streamline the production process and increase efficiency. Synonyms for practicable. 1. Feasible. 2. Workable 3. Achievable 4. Possible 5. Realistic. Antonyms for practicable. 1. Impractical 2. Unfeasible 3. Unrealistic 4. Unworkable 5. Infeasible. Practical. Practical is an adjective that describes something that is concerned with or suited for actual use, application, or implementation. It emphasizes usefulness, efficiency, and real-world application. Examples. 1. The new kitchen appliances were not only stylish but also practical, making cooking and cleaning tasks much easier. 2. She had a practical approach to problem solving, always looking for solutions that would yield tangible and immediate benefits. Synonyms for practical. 1. Functional 2. Useful 3. Efficient 4. Realistic 5. Applicable. Antonyms for practical. 1. Impractical 2. Unrealistic 3. Theoretical 4. Unusable 5. Inefficient. Practitioner. A practitioner is a noun that refers to a person who practices a profession, skill, or trade, especially one that involves practical application and expertise. It's commonly used to describe someone who is actively engaged in a specific field of work. Examples. 1. The clinic had a team of experienced medical practitioners who provided high-quality healthcare services to the community. 2. As a seasoned practitioner in the field of law, she had successfully handled numerous complex cases. Synonyms for practitioner. 1. Professional. 2. Expert 3. Specialist 4. Professionalist 5. Practicer. Antonyms for practitioner. 1. Novice 2. Amateur 3. Beginner 4. Learner 5. Trainee. Pragmatic. Pragmatic is an adjective used to describe a practical and sensible approach to problems and situations. It refers to dealing with issues in a realistic and effective way, focusing on what is practical rather than theoretical or idealistic. Examples. 1. The manager took a pragmatic approach to the budget cuts, making decisions based on the most cost-effective solutions. 2. Her pragmatic advice helped the team find a compromise that satisfied everyone's needs during the negotiation. Synonyms for pragmatic. 1. Practical 2. Realistic 3. Sensible 4. Rational 5. Prudent. Antonyms for pragmatic. 1. Idealistic 2. Theoretical 3. Impractical 4. Unrealistic 5. Speculative. Pragmatist. A pragmatist is a noun that refers to a person who adopts a pragmatic approach to problem solving and decision making. Pragmatists emphasize practicality and focus on finding effective solutions that work in the real world. Examples. 1. As a pragmatist, she believed in implementing policies that would have a positive impact on people's lives, even if they didn't align with ideological purity. 2. The business leader's success was attributed to his reputation as a pragmatist, always making decisions based on practical considerations and outcomes. Synonyms for pragmatist. 1. Realist 2. Practical thinker 3. Sensible person 4. Rationalist 5. Utilitarian. Antonyms for pragmatist. 1. Idealist 2. Theorist 3. Dreamer 4. Visionary 5. Utopian. Prank. A prank is a noun that refers to a playful or mischievous act intended to surprise, amuse, or trick someone. Pranks are often harmless in nature and done in good humor. Examples: 1. The students pulled a prank on their teacher by filling his office with balloons while he was away. 2. Her friends planned a surprise birthday prank by pretending they had forgotten her special day, only to reveal a surprise party later. Synonyms for prank: 1. Joke. 2. Trick. 3. Gag. 4. Hoax. 5. Mischief. Antonyms for prank: 1. Seriousness. 2. Sincerity. 3. Authenticity. 4. Genuineness. 5. Earnestness. Prate. Prate is a verb that means to talk at length in a foolish, tedious, or trivial manner, often about unimportant or irrelevant topics. It refers to chattering or speaking without much substance. Examples: 1. She would prate endlessly about her new job, going into unnecessary details that nobody was interested in. 2. The speaker's tendency to prate during meetings often caused them to run longer than necessary. Synonyms for prate: 1. Babble. 2. Chat. 3. Chutter. 4. Ramble. 5. Blather. Antonyms for prate: 1. Converse. 2. Discuss. 3. Communicate. 4. Deliberate. 5. Ponder.